Alright, now we're going to look at the Photoshop importing and what the advantages of using Photoshop with After Effects. Here in Photoshop I have two layers. I got layer 2 and layer 1, and let's say I rename one of these. So to rename, you just lightly click over the top here or double click and you can type in like green and then the other one red. Okay, and the background could be anything. It doesn't even need a background. Let's say I eliminate the background altogether. So green and red. And if I save this as a PSD file, and I'm going to put this in a folder, and import it into After Effects. So I'll go right click in this bin, import file, Photoshop. Now there's a couple different things. You can choose footage or composition. If I choose footage, it's going to ask me what layer I want. Do I want the red one or do I want the green one? But it's not going to give me both. If I choose composition, it'll automatically import all of them, anything that's in that document. So in this case, here's my composition that has the green and red square, and down below it also gave me my layers. So any which way, I win with this combination. If I want to use the composition, I could drag it down, and it instantly, since it's 1920 by 1080, and I know that because I can go to image size, and it says 1920 by 1080. It makes a 1920 by 1080 composition based upon the Photoshop composition. Now, what's really nice about this is, let's say I want to change it. I go in here and let's say I change my mind and this is going to be now blue. And this one's going to be said purple. And let me undo that. Purple, blue. Okay, good. Let's save and let's go back to After Effects. Nothing updates right away. What you have to do here is go to your layers and you can reload these by go reload footage. It updates automatically. So this one Photoshop document can contain a lot of different things all at once. And you don't have to make a whole bunch of separate files. You can just make one Photoshop document. So that's the advantages of using Photoshop with After Effects. Alright, now that we see the workflow between Photoshop and After Effects, let's look at, well, one more thing. Just know that these are a raster type. It's a raster type document and it's based upon pixels. So the pixels are really close together with this and they are very detailed, but it could be more so. If I had a document that's like, let's say new 1920 by 1080, but I had 300 resolution on it, and then I go in here and make the same shapes. Okay, so on this layer I'll do this one, and then this layer I'll do something else like yellow. And let's like save this as, and we'll call it Photoshop HR for high res. And then After Effects, I'll just import that in. Right click, import file, HR, and we'll choose composition. Now what's the difference? Well, let's drag the HR one down. Let's hide that one. And let's zoom in. You can see the edge of this one is just so perfect. You know, it fits still 1920 by 1080, but since it's 300 dots per inch, it looks very, very detailed compared to this one, which has more of a sawtooth. So that's another thing you could be wary of, is resolution or dots per inch. Work really well between documents. Now the higher the resolution, the slower it's going to go, however, if you get too many layers. Alright, so that's everything about raster, everything about Photoshop, and After Effects together as far as the workflow back and forth. Let's look at the next video.